There we go. Good morning, everyone. My name is Reverend Emily Bruce. I'm the minister here, and I want to welcome all of you to First Parish in Kingston this morning. Whether this is your first time or your 1,000th time or somewhere in between, I just want to say welcome. It is so good to be here with all of you this morning. As Unitarian Universalists, we are a people of diverse beliefs, but we share a common faith, a faith that every single person is worthy of love, that what we do in and for this world matters, and that each of us are connected to an interdependent web of existence that binds us together with our fellow humans, our fellow beings, and the world that we live in. So whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here today. In a moment, Dennis Randall, who's our worship associate, will lead us in lighting our chalice. But as always, I do have a few quick announcements to make. First, I want to thank everyone, which is most of this room, that helped with our Silver Bells fair yesterday. Most especially, I want to thank Deb Herlihy and Kristen Casey, Carmen Gart, and Christina Randall, who really spearheaded a lot of the organizing efforts. So thank you. And I don't know if you all know, but this year is the 60th year of Silver Bells. So, 60, 6-0. Yeah, so good job. So thank you all. And of course, it's still going on today from 11:30 till 2 in Beale House. So please come over after the service. 1. Because sure, that's time is important. 11:30 to 1. 11:30 to 1. Don't come at 1:15. We won't be there. Thank you, Kathy. There are many ways to give this season, many ways the church is organizing efforts to give this season. So you got an email this past week entitled All Things Giving that you will get again next week. But just to sum up, we are, first of all, sponsoring 2 families for Christmas this year from the Plymouth Coalition for the Homeless. So there's a big online sign-up sheet for all the different children and their ages and their genders and their sizes. So you can sign up to donate some of those items, and there are collection bins in the Beale House in front of the fireplace. There's big boxes. You'll see them when you go over for coffee hour. So if you can help out with that, everything has to be collected by next Sunday, the 10th. So we got a tight turnaround to make sure we get all these clothes and these gifts to these kids. So if you can help out, that would be great. Also, Donna Apple is coordinating the Love from Olivia project, which is in memory of her granddaughter. And this effort provides baskets of clothing, diapers, formula, and all kinds of supplies for all the infant babies that are living with the families at the Baymont Hotel, the homeless and displaced people. So there is also a sign up online for that. So help out with that if you can. The deadline is December 21st. And then finally, we are doing our mitten tree again today, this month. So all the hats, scarves, and gloves that we collect, all ages, all sizes, are going to be going to the clients of the Matthew Mission Food Pantry. We already do a monthly food collection for them. So everything we collect on our mitten tree until December 19th will go to the food pantry. And if you brought stuff today already, bravo, because I didn't think anyone was going to remember this today. We're going to do a little deck the hall moment later in the service. So if you brought things for the mitten tree, you can come up at that point and add them to the tree. One final announcement, and it's a bit of a sad announcement. Laura Sanda, who's our Director of Religious Enrichment, her mother passed away on Thursday. Yes, and we are going to be having a memorial service for her. Her name was Janet McCarthy, next Saturday here in the sanctuary at 10 a.m. So Laura wanted me to invite all of you, if you would like to come, you'd be more than welcome. Again, next Saturday, which is December 9th at 10 a.m. here in the sanctuary. There'll also be visitation hours at Shepherd's Funeral Home on Friday from 4 to 7. We will be sending out an email next Tuesday with all of that information and the obituary. But please keep Laura and her family in your thoughts and prayers. And there we go. Christina is also collecting, I did forget, but I didn't, it's right here. Luminaries, the Town Luminary Festival is happening on Saturday, December 16th, which is 2 weeks from yesterday. And Christina is collecting for poinsettias to decorate our beautiful sanctuary. So if you want to pay her by cash or check, it's $14 for an 8-inch poinsettia from Morrison's Agway. And when do you need it by, Christina? Soon, just soon. Okay, so at least get her a promise before the 15th, but $14 per poinsettia. And then you can take it home with you after Christmas Eve. So that's lovely too. All right, that was the last announcement, I promise. So now I invite you all to join me in taking a deep breath in and out. Let's do that one more time. In and out. You're here, you're warm, you're getting dry, and you're with us for the next hour. So let the worries on your mind and the cares on your heart rest, and let yourself be present and peaceful in this space with us for the next hour of worship. And Dennis will lead us in lighting our chalice.
Good morning. My name is Dennis Randall, and I'm your worship associate this morning. I'm a member of the worship committee, and I've been honored and privileged to serve as the moderator of the First Parish Church for 30-something years. This morning, we light our chalice with the words by Madeleine L. Engel. It was a time like this, war, in tumult a war, a horror in the air. Hungry yawned the abyss, and yet came the star, and the child most wonderfully there. It was a time like this, of fear and lust for power, license and greed and blight. And yet the Prince of Bliss came into the darkest hour in quiet and silent light. And at a time like this, how do we celebrate the birth when all things fall apart? Ah, wonderful it is. With no room on the earth, the stable is our heart. Today is the first day of Sunday of Advent, a time that historically the people of the Christian faith celebrate as a time to prepare for and make room for the holy. We honor Advent this morning by lighting candles and making space in our own hearts for something new to be born in each of us. For the first Sunday of Advent, we light the candle of hope. And we celebrate the universal love that is the spirit of this season. I invite you to rise in body and spirit for our opening hymn, number 92, Mysterious Presence, Source of All.
This morning we are blessed and grateful for the presence of Maya Raviv. Maya is an Israeli composer, performer, and educator whose work breathes new life into ancient Hebrew texts. She's been utilizing our meeting house these past few weeks for a Wednesday morning online contemplative service, and we are so delighted to be able to invite her into our worship service this morning before she leaves town next week. Her Psalms project is an original music project based on the sacred ancient Hebrew Psalms and dedicated to healing through prayer and connection. This morning we will hear her composition based on Psalm 51, which reads in part, "Create in me a pure heart, divine, and renew a willing spirit within me. Do not cast me from your presence or take the spirit of your holiness from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation and grant me a generous spirit to sustain me. My God, open my lips and my mouth will speak your praise." Thank you, Maya.
I'd like to thank you so much for this welcome and for giving us a home away from home. Thank you so much.
אדוני, שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי. אל תשליכני מלפניך ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. אל תשליכני מלפניך ורוח קודשך אל תיקח ממני. השיבה לי ששון אישך ורוח נדיבה תשמחני. השיבה לי ששון אישך ורוח נדיבה תשמחני. אדוני, שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. אדוני, שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. אדוני, שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. אדוני, שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. אדוני, שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. שפתיי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. תשמיעני ששון ושמחה ורוח נדיבה תשמחני, תשמיעני ששון ושמחה, ורוח נדיבה תשמחני. לב טהור ברא לי אלוהים, ורוח נכון חדש בקרבי, ופי יגיד תהילתך. תהילתך.
Thank you, Maya. Let's all just take a deep breath together, shall we? Joan will give us our first reading.
Reverend Gretchen Haley offers these words forged in the fire of our coming together. What's going to happen? Will everything be okay? What can I do? In these days, we find ourselves too often stuck with these questions on repeat. What's going to happen? Will everything be okay? What can I do? We grasp at signs and markers, articles of news and analysis, Facebook memes, and forwarded emails, as if the new zodiac is capable of forecasting all that life yet may bring our way. As if we could prepare, as if life had ever made such promises of making sense or turning out the way we'd thought. As if we are not also actors in this still unfolding story. For this hour, we gather to surrender to the mystery, to release ourselves from the needing to know, the yearning to have it all already figured out, and also the burden of believing we either have all the control or none. Here, in our song and in our silence, our stories and our sharing, we make space for a new breath, a new healing, a new possibility to take root that is courage, forged in the fire of our coming together, and felt in the spirit that comes alive in this act of faith, that we believe still a new world is possible, that we are creating it already, here and now.
Thank you, Joan. And now, in the spirit of all that is possible when we work to create it together, We're going to have a ritual of creativity right here in our meeting house. We are literally going to deck the hall. So you're welcome to do this in a few ways. On this table up here, there are some plain wooden ornaments, as well as some crafty elements like markers and stickers and ribbons and bows for decoration. There are also on this table ornaments and candy canes and other little decorations. For the next 10 or so minutes, I invite each of you, in whatever way you would like, to come up, take something, and literally deck our hall. You can hang something on the tree, you can hang something on the greenery that's hanging between the windows, whatever you feel called to do, and let us create joy. Let us have a moment of delight and play for ourselves in the midst of everything else that's in the world today. Let us have a moment of light and joy and creativity together. And I also invite every single one of you to sing along with the carols that Tony will be playing. So here we go. Please come forward. You go, Lee, you go. Also, if you brought mittens or gloves for the tree, now's a great time to bring them forward. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to stand and watch. A gentleman had nothing new to say. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us when we had gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Keep going, keep going. Wait for Sky. Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la la Oh, that was fun. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for participating. Got to create joy, right? A little bit of joy, a little bit of light. Wonderful. Amanda Pine will give us our next reading.
The Mystic and the Scientist by Eric Walker Wickstrom. One day, a religious man approached a mystic and asked, "Does God exist?" "Allow me to go within for the answer," the mystic replied. After meditating for quite some time, expanding her heart consciousness to embrace the totality of existence, she answered, "I do not know what you mean by the word God, but I do know that this world is more mysterious and more wonderful than I could ever imagine. I know that you and I are part of something so much larger than our own lives. Perhaps this something larger is what you seek." Then the religious man approached a scientist. "Does God exist?" he asked. "Let me think," the scientist replied. And so she thought. She thought about the vastness of the universe, 156 billion light years, or something like 936 billion trillion miles in diameter, and the almost immeasurable smallness of a quark. She thought of how the energy of the Big Bang fuels the beating of her own heart. And then she answered, "I do not know what you mean by the word God, but I do know that this world is more mysterious and more wonderful than I could ever imagine. I know that you and I are part of something so much larger than our own lives. Perhaps this something larger is what you seek." The religious man then thought to himself. He thought of what he knows and what he does not know. He thought about how he knows what he knows and how he knows he doesn't know what he doesn't know. He thought about his experience of the world and how it is but one tiny, infinitesimal fraction of all experience. He thought about his dependence on forces larger than himself. And he thought about the interdependence of all existence. He experienced wonder and pondered mystery. And then he knew. He knew in his soul the truth of what the mystic and the scientist said, that he is part of something so much larger than his own life. And then, only then, did he think about what he'd like to call it.
high above. We can feel the moment is near. Soon the child of peace will appear. What child is this the world awaits with quiet expectation? When will he come, the promised one, to bring us peace and salvation? Raise your prayers on high, prepare the way, the time is nigh. Come, come, Emmanuel, O child of love and peace. The air grows colder, the light grows dim, with darkening the sky above us. But soon the chill of the winter wind will warm with God's gift of love, and a star will brighten the sky, and songs of joy will echo in heaven on high. We will know the moment is here, the child of love and peace will appear.
As we enter into our time of prayer and meditation and sharing the joys and concerns on our hearts, I invite you to join me in singing side 1 of May Love Be Your Guide. Spirit of life, sacred presence, and holy mystery that has so many names, we recognize your presence in our sacred space this morning. As we witness to the joys and concerns of this community, those spoken and unspoken, as our own worries and challenges may be sitting too heavy on our hearts this morning, as the weight of the world and all its troubles may feel too great for our tender souls to bear. May we be reminded that we are never alone, that we live with and for each other in this beloved community that we create together, and that across spaces of time and distance we are all, each of us, held in a web of belonging that will not let us go. May we hear the sacred whispers in our hearts that tell us another world is possible. Out beyond our imagination is a world that we can and are be building together. One prayer at a time, one act of compassion at a time, one moment of grace at a time. In mystery we are born, in mystery we live, and in mystery we die. May we embrace today the wisdom that love is enough, care is enough, patience and service and presence are enough. And may the rest unfold as we are ready and able to receive it. In the name of the great love that surpasses all understanding, amen. Let us now be still in this moment together. Please join me in singing side 2 of May Love Be Your Guide.
When we give, we say yes to something we value. In this congregation, we take up an offering each week to say yes to the values of our UU faith and yes to this beloved community. Please give as you are able. Today's offering will be gratefully received. Our offering is Homeward Bound by Martha Karen.
In the quiet mist
perhaps, for a moment, the keyboards will stop clicking, the wheels stop rolling, and the computers desist from computing, and a hush will fall over the city. For an instant, in the stillness, the chiming of the celestial spheres will be heard as Earth hangs poised in the crystalline darkness, and then gracefully tilts. Let there be a season when holiness is heard, and the splendor of living is revealed. Stunned to stillness by beauty, we remember who we are and why we are here. There are inexplicable mysteries. We are not alone. In the universe, there moves a wild one whose gestures alter Earth's axis toward love. In the immense darkness, everything spins with joy. The cosmos enfolds us. We are caught in a web of stars, cradled in a swaying embrace, rocked by the holy night, babes of the universe. Let this be the time we wake to life, like spring wakes in the moment of winter solstice.
This morning, we are also blessed and grateful to welcome home Andrew Garland, who will be in town singing with the Pops this month. So, Andrew, thank you for being with us today.
This song is called Specimen Case. It's words of Walt Whitman. You might have known that Walt Whitman was a nurse in the Civil War, and he kept a lot of journals of what he saw there. This song is set by a composer named Ned Rorem. Ned Rorem died a year ago, but just in October was his 100th birthday. Rorem was a Quaker and a very outspoken pacifist. He wrote 4 songs in 1969 in reaction to the Vietnam War as it was still ongoing. Those are 4 settings from the journals of Walt Whitman. In this, the second song, Specimen Case, he recounts keeping watch over a patient in the middle of the night.
Steady, Lord.
I will light candles this Christmas by Howard Thurman. I'll light candles this Christmas, candles of joy, despite all the sadness, candles of hope, where despair keeps watch, candles of courage for fears ever present, candles for peace, for tempest-tossed days, candles of grace to ease heavy burdens, candles of love to inspire all my living, candles that will burn all year long. And now please rise in body, in spirit, for our closing hymn, number 226 in the gray hymnal, People Look East.
Friends, I pray that we all may embrace the mystery that is around us, of our lives, of our faith, and of our future together, knowing, as always, that we are never alone. We walk the path together. May it be so, and go in peace, and come over for some coffee.
To save time, this is